Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Horror Master today. Oh, come on! Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Horror Master and to Chucky. What do you want? I already had Jax punch me. What do you want now? Look, Horror Master, I got my shoes back. Finally, enough about time. What? I've been missing shoes for years. I finally found them. Where did he find them? Under this bed. They've been laying here for 3 years. Chucky, that's disgusting. Yeah, but I found them. Just go to the shoe store and get yourself a pair of shoes already. Those are probably nasty. Yeah, but they're Chucky shoes, and these are super rare. There's only one in existence, and these were created for me. Whatever, I guess if you want to wear nasty shoes, then go for it. Oh yes, look at my shoe. Oh. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the Horror Master. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new Nintendo Direct that came out. Yes, that's right, Nintendo has released a Nintendo Direct, and I was quite hyped for it. Now, I couldn't watch it on the premiere or anything because I had school to go to. So, I was super excited. Like, once I got through my school day, I can get on the bus, get my phone out, and I can finally watch it. I can finally watch the Direct, see what it was all about, and wow, Nintendo, you have gone insane. Not only was I expecting a little more from this Direct, but some of the prices, oh my god. Some of the prices Nintendo is charging is actually ridiculous. If you thought Xbox and PlayStation were expensive, Jesus Christ. Nintendo is being so greedy right now. It's actually insane. They're charging insane prices for things you would normally buy for like $5 to $10. It's insane. Like it's like crazy. So today I'm gonna be so in this shorter video, I'm gonna try and make it short, but I turn out to be 30 minutes. But who knows? I just have to see how long I talk about this stuff. Today I'm gonna just be talking about how I feel about this Nintendo Direct and the ridiculous prices. Because to be honest, I don't know how I'm feeling about Nintendo right now. So now, the thing is, I've been really into gaming, because I haven't talked too much about gaming on this channel, except for, like, Mortal Kombat. I made, like, 100 videos on those, and talk about Friday 13th many of time. I will make a video on Friday 13th the game soon, because I did get it working on my PlayStation, because my dad had a copy of it. So, yeah, well, technically the copy came with 2 discs, so that's pretty cool, But yeah, I'll talk about that soon. But I've been really into gaming maybe since I was like 4 years old. The first game I played was actually Just Cause 3. Now, not too many of you might not know what that game is, but that was the first game I played. It's still an awesome game. You guys should go check it out. And then I really got into the Wii. I really like Mario Kart Wii and stuff, and blah blah blah. I got the Nintendo Switch in 2017 for Christmas. I played all the games on there. I still have my Switch, and it's not in the best condition, but, you know, I was a little kid back then, dropping it on the floor and stuff, so, yeah, it's understandable. But then the Switch 2 got announced, and I was gonna get it the day it came out. It was coming out around my birthday time. I'm like, alright, this is perfect. I'm gonna get it as soon as it comes out, and I'm gonna, like, get it, like, a couple days later. Like, I didn't want to get it when it first came out, but I, like, wanted to get it a few days after, and then I heard, like, Nintendo Switch 2 was having some problems when it launched. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get it until Christmas, probably, when they get it all fixed and stuff. So I heard, like, it was having a couple of problems. I won't get into them, but I heard it was having a few problems with, like, you know, backability and stuff. So now I'm just gonna wait until Christmas. So, and then I saw, you know, obviously they announced Mario Kart World and the Donkey Kong game, and those games look awesome. I heard the new Mario Kart wasn't too great. Like, I heard some people saying it sucks, which I don't understand, but it looks awesome to me. But if it really does suck, I mean, well, I'm sorry for the people that spent $80 on it, but yeah. So there's been this pricing problem going on for a while now, because when the Nintendo Direct came out in April this year, Mario Kart World was revealed to come out for $80. That's right, $80. And it's actually, and people were already freaking out. They're like, $80 for a Mario Kart game. Like that's above the price. A lot of games cost between, like, you know, it depends on how big the game is, but, you know, an average game would cost maybe $60, you know. That's like how much they cost around here for me. Like a Nintendo Switch games cost $60. Like, you know, like Mario Odyssey and stuff cost $60. So, you know, some games would cost $70 if you're like massive, but that's understandable. But $80 for a Mario Kart game, that's a little ridiculous. And my dream was for the next Nintendo console to launch with a Mario Kart game. So, but and well, that did happen, but the price was ridiculous. But still, I was willing to buy it and stuff, but of course I never did because of the problems it was having. The Donkey Kong game went for $70. I think it's a fair price. I heard that game's awesome. I heard it's an awesome game. It reminds me a lot of like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild for what's Donkey Kong, and it looks like an awesome game. And then I was like, you know, maybe I'll buy it. Then, like, you know, I'll get it for Christmas and then I'll play it. And then but there was another problem. Another console I want is the Xbox Series X. I don't have an Xbox Series X yet, and you know, I probably should have gotten it early on, but I didn't because back then I was like, because I'm weird with gaming, because sometimes I'll be into this thing for a while, like, you know, I'll be into like 3D platform games, but lately I've been really getting into like multiplayer games, like you know, like I'm like Dead by Daylight and stuff. So, you know, and I've been interested in maybe getting like a Call of Duty game or something. I don't know too much about Call of Duty, but it does look like a really fun game. And I've been playing a ton of Mortal Kombat lately, so, you know, now it's like, you know, maybe I want an Xbox Series X instead of a Nintendo Switch 2, because, you know, it seems like a Nintendo Switch 2 didn't have a lot of games on it, and this Direct came out. Now I can confidently say, I don't really want a Switch 2. Yes, I'm not sure if I want a Switch 2. I don't think I really do. I might get in maybe next year, but it really depends on what games they announce, because not only are the prices crazy, but, you know, the games just don't look too interesting to me. So, I'll go over this Nintendo Direct. Now, this Direct started off with Mario's 40th anniversary. Now, I kind of did want to make a prediction video on that, but I never wound up doing it. But, you know, it's fine. Now, what did they announce for Mario's 40th anniversary? They announced the next Mario movie. It was called the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That's what it's going to be called, and I am definitely super excited for it. I was going to review the first Mario movie back in June in 2023, and I actually started to record it, but for some reason I just wound up canceling it. I can't really remember why, but I think I was just in a really weird mood that day. I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of odd, but yeah, I guess instead of just reviewing the Mario movie, I will probably just do like a versus video on it instead. So yeah, once the Mario movie 2 comes out, I'll do a versus video on it. So yeah, on both movies. So yeah, that's probably the most exciting announcement. I know, not a game, but I did really like the first Mario movie. I thought the pacing was a little too quick, in my opinion, and there could have been more. But I really did like the movie and stuff, even with Chris Pratt in it. Of course, they announced Chris Pratt was gonna be in it and stuff like that. I bet that will probably become a meme again, but that's a topic for another day. But yeah, I'm super excited for this movie. It's gonna like definitely. I think it will definitely have Yoshi. It's gonna have Yoshi in it. I mean, even weeks show it in the weeks for actor it, and I think it'll have Rosalina. But yeah, here's the official logo for a movie. This teaser doesn't show too much, but this is an announcement nonetheless, and it looks incredibly exciting. And then to add on to that, they announced that they are for a Nintendo Switch to release. They are going to be releasing Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Nintendo Switch, and you can also play them on Switch 2, and that's 4K on there, obviously. And Switch 2 is, it's like HD, but I'm not even sure. I don't even think it's an HD remake. So. Yeah, but yeah, this is cool, Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2, it is cool to celebrate the Mario movie, so they did that, it's neat, and how much is it going for? $70. That's right, it's going for $70, and these are old games. You all just need to remember, Mario Galaxy is an 18-year-old game, and Mario Galaxy 2 is a 15-year-old game. And so Nintendo, why are you charging $70 for both games? And if you don't want the bundle, each game goes for $40. So, so you can get the bundle, which is $10 cheaper, or you can get the both games for $80. It's just separate. But yeah, that is a weird price, right? I feel like this collection should have been $20 at the most and have each game be $10. I feel like that would have been a much better decision. I mean, I can kind of maybe understand if it was, I get it, they charge $60 for Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on Switch, but at least they added some new content and stuff, they added Funky Kong in it and stuff, and it was a newer game at the time, so it kind of made sense, a lot of people bought it because Wii U flopped, so if that price made a teeny bit more sense, but these games came out on the Wii, and many people have owned them, including me, and you're charging $70 for both games and $40 separate. That's a little... Do you think that's a little too overpriced just for some old-ass games? Now, are they some of the greatest platformers of all time? 3D platformers? Yes, I do think they are really overrated. I played them before. They're not my favorite. I never really been into Mario Galaxy. I'm the Odyssey Central of Mario Galaxy. I know everyone's gonna complain that I don't like Mario Galaxy. I'm just kidding. Mario Galaxy is a cool game, but it's not my favorite. I prefer many other Mario games than Mario Galaxy. But, $70 is ridiculous. It's if you already have Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Wii, it's not worth buying it for $70. Unless if you really want, better controllers, I guess. Because the Wii motion control was, not as developed as the Switch motion controls, then I guess, but I wouldn't waste your money on it. If you don't own the games, then, that's fine. But even then, you can probably get both of them for cheaper on the Wii. But... if you really want it, just spend money on it, I guess. But it is way overpriced. Now, they did also announce that they're going to add some amiibos for Mario Galaxy. Now, these amiibos are super high quality. I never really had amiibos. I had, one Bowser Jr. one for Smash Bros., but I wound up selling it because I never used it. I'm not an amiibo collector, but, these amiibos look kind of cool. Maybe I'll buy them for, maybe I'll buy them for, maybe $20 and stuff. Well, guess how much it is? No, both of them are $40. That means you're spending $80 on just a Mario and Rosalina statue. I'm at Amiibo. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing the word Amiibo right, but, I'm not an expert at them or anything. But $40 for each? Are you insane? That's a crazy price. Now this is kind of already off to a crazy start. You're selling Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, which are not even HD remakes, no changes whatsoever, for $70. Okay, I mean, maybe that's a little understandable, because their games prices are super expensive these days. Well, you charge $40 for some amiibos. Okay, well, that's really expensive. But hey, maybe the rest of the games and stuff, maybe this Direct won't be overpriced. Maybe they'll just charge stuff for reasonable prices. This is Mario's 40th anniversary, so, Oh, and, I know amiibos were charged for $12 back when the Wii U came out, but, Nintendo prices are really expensive, so, maybe we can Slidos, and maybe the rest of his stuff won't be expensive, right? And we got an announcement of Mario Tennis Fever, which, is cool, which, doesn't look like anything too special, but it's good to have a, early Mario sports game coming out in the console's early life. It doesn't look anything too crazy, it got, like, some fire rackets, ice rackets, but, it's cool. Is this $70 cool, though? Not really. I would probably spend like $50 on it, not $70. But it's a Mario game. If they're gonna charge Mario Kart for $80, $70 doesn't seem too bad. Then they announced a Nintendo Switch 2 edition for Mario Bros. Wonder, which is a little underwhelming. It's just the multiplayer stuff. That's really it. I've never really been too big of a fan of this game anyways. I know, hot take. It was a cool game, but never really got into it, but, this one looks neat and all, but, but if I get a Switch 2, I'm never buying this, probably. And then we got an announcement of a new Yoshi game, which is a style of a book. That's kind of neat. They did Woolly World, where they made Yoshis out of, like, yarns and stuff, and then they did Crafted World, where they made stuff out of crafting, and now we got a book. Style of a book, that's cool. Now, I don't know the price of this game, but I'm betting it's probably going for $70, because it's just how Nintendo is. Now, both of these games look neat and all, but Mario Tennis and Yoshi, but, they're not anything that crazy. I was really hoping for a 3D Mario or a Mario Maker game. I feel like those would have been a better addition to, like, the console really needed, instead of just some, these games are cool, but they're not but they're not anything special. I feel like this console needs a true standout. I know they got Donkey Kong in the Mario Kart game, but I feel like this is the first year of the console's life, and if you're gonna be charging it for $500, well, you gotta add some cool stuff than just Mario Tennis and Yoshi. Like, these games I'll probably pick up a few times, then I'll never play them again. That's just how I am, so. Like, I gotta really be into the games, or else I'm never gonna play them again. I could not tell you how many times I got a game, and then I played it, and I wasn't interested, and then I never picked it up again. So, like, some games I haven't even opened. It's crazy. But yeah, so far this Direct's already a little underwhelming, because I was hoping for more. But, maybe they'll have some other cool stuff. So what do we get? Well, they give us some more news about games we already knew, like the new Tamagotchi Life, which I never played. And then we got the announcement of Mortal Kombat Legacy's Collection's release date, which the digital version's coming out, I believe, October 30th. It's getting the digital release date on October 30th, and the physical version on December 12th. I mean, I don't know why there's a big difference, but isn't it crazy to say that this is the game I'm most excited for? I know, it's insane, but I'm most excited, out of all of these games, I'm most excited for Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and we knew about it for months. This is actually insane. On a Nintendo Direct, how I'm just excited for a collection of classic MK games. I'm actually super excited to play these, though. Then we got a Final Fantasy game, which, these games, I never played it, but it looks kind of cool. Yeah, we got an announcement of some other games that I don't even know what the heck they are. I heard some people saying they like Hades. I don't even know what the hell that is. And then we get an announcement of the Kirby Air Riders game, which, we knew about for months now. I'm not a big Kirby fan, honestly. But you know what? I know how people are a fan of Kirby, so I bet Kirby fans are super hyped for this. And then got some amiibos, too. Now, these amiibos look cool and all. But you know what? They can't be that expensive. I mean, they already charge $40 for the Mario Galaxy ones. So, it might be around $40, right? $50. That's right. $50? $50 for some Kirby MOBs, and this game is like $70 too, so that means you're charging for $170 to get it off. And these MOBs are just to, like, swap riders or something. Like, seriously? $50? That's insane! That's as much as that's like $10 cheaper than the whole video game. What's going on, Nintendo? Like, that's like $20 cheaper than the Donkey Kong game. Like, that's actually insane. But that's okay. Maybe, but now we got like a game collection coming next. This game collection looks cool. You know, we got the GameCube one for Switch 2. What do we get? The Virtual Boy. Now, if you guys don't know what the Virtual Boy is, it was a console that only got like 20 games on it and then flopped. Because it was stupid. Well, this is Virtual Boy in a nutshell, basically. These were like pretty much like most of the games that came out. But these games, instead of being like black and white like Game Boy, it wound up being red, and it actually hurted people's eyes, which I can actually understand. But you know, for the previous consoles, you can buy them with the Nintendo Online expansion and get them for maybe like $50. Well, you know what? You know what they did? Well, no, you have to buy this Virtual Boy case so you can actually put your eyes in it and play the game. It's kind of like the classic. You know how much it is? $100 for this piece of junk? Who is buying that? But that's okay. They got another one. They got a cardboard box one for $25. Yeah, exactly. See what I mean by these prices? $100 for a crappy Virtual Boy helmet where what? I'm now spending $100 to play these games once and then never pick them up again because of how crappy they are, like Shack Bros. That's okay though, they announced Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. It's nothing special, you just walk around like 6 levels, 5 of them you already know, and it's kind of like Mushroom Kingdom in a nutshell. From Mario Odyssey, that's what it is. It looks like cute DLC. Until you realize this free update of a DLC is $20, because this feels like a free update, not a DLC, and it's $20. Even though the Booster Course pack included 48 other courses, and it was $25. Yes, that's right. Yeah, it. So, and then the rest of this Nintendo Direct, we got some cool things. We got some Pokemon games coming out, which is cool, I guess. And we got the release date for Metro Prime 4, so that's cool as well. Because I know a lot of people have been interested in that. Maybe I'll even get it, if I even buy it. Because I'm probably not even gonna buy it at this point. Because, wow, these prices! And this Direct was disappointing. Like, didn't even announce a lot of good games. I mean, maybe if you really like Kirby and if you like Fire Emblem and stuff, then you'll probably be hyped as heck. But for the Mario stuff, it wasn't anything too special outside the Mario movie announcement. That's the most exciting announcement. It's not even a far up that Switch 2. But yeah, not only are these games incredibly disappointing, like Mario Tennis, like, why are we getting that before a 3D Mario game? And, the Yoshi game looks fine, I guess, but, I'm probably not gonna play it more than once. And, you got some cool other stuff. Like, who asked for the Virtual Boy? Like, who wanted the Virtual Boy? Why couldn't we get a DS collection instead or something? We want that, not this junk. I don't know anymore, who asked for that? Not only are these game announcements disappointing, because most of the exciting games we already know about, like Mortal Kombat, well, I don't know. Just, this Direct wasn't anything too outstanding, and this was going to be, like, the biggest Direct in history, and it turned out to be disappointing. And sure, we do get disappointing Directs once in a while, so, that's fine. But Nintendo, you have to realize, this is still the console's first 2 years. Think about what the Switch had. It had a Mario Kart game from the Wii U. It added tons of new content, especially when the Booster Course packs came out. We got Mario Odyssey the same year. We got Zelda Breath of the Wild. Then in 2018, we got Smash Bros. And stuff. And we got a ton of other shit. And then, in 2019, we had Mario Maker and stuff. That's a lot of games, Nintendo. But before you announce it for Switch 2, you have Mario Kart or Donkey Kong, and then you have... But no 3D Mario. You have a Donkey Kong game and a Mario Kart game. Nothing else special. You have Mario Tennis, Yoshi. Cool. Who cares? Now, if you really like Mario Tennis, good for you. But I never heard anyone saying, "Oh my God, I'm so excited for a new Mario Tennis game. I'm so freaking excited." Now, I'm fine with Mario Tennis coming out next year because they did have a Switch. But if they announce any other good games, like a Mario Odyssey 2, I know that's never happening, but, some free Mario game would be nice. I would have loved to see a Mario Maker as well. But, instead it's just a bunch of ports of games that are not remastered. You have a Switch 2 edition of Mario Bros. Wonder, which no one's going to play. And then you have 2 bland-looking Mario games, / Yoshi games. It's disappointing, and the price is overrated. It's overpriced as heck. Who is buying the Virtual Boy helmet for $100? Who is paying $20 for that Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC? Who is paying $70 for Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 if you already have it? Who is who's buying those Amiibos? For $40 to $50? Who's buying that? These prices are out of control, in my opinion. Guys, if you guys want to buy the Switch 2, if you guys are not interested, I feel like you guys should buy Switch 2. My message is, if you're gonna buy your Switch 2, you gotta make sure you're gonna be playing it for days. Because if you just want to buy the Switch 2 just to, show off, your school, "Oh, guys, I'm a cool kid because I got Switch 2. But if you're not interested in it and just want to be cool, don't buy it. If you're not interested in buying a Switch 2, if you're not interested in any of the games, or if you think the prices are too overpriced of what they got, then do not buy the Switch 2. Unless if you're really interested, if you are really interested in Switch 2 and you really want it badly, then go out and buy it. But if you're gonna buy the Switch 2 and play for a couple of days and then never touch it again, then I would say not to buy it. You gotta really make sure you have to be careful with your money. You really have to spend money on stuff you're really gonna want. Because I made that mistake so many times. Well, I didn't spend money. My parents usually did. But, sometimes I would get the game and then just never play again. We don't want that, Please do not spend, $70 to $80 on a game you're never going to play. It's a waste of money, and you just would be better off buying something else with your money that you're going to actually use. So, if you really want an Xbox instead, go out buy an Xbox. If you want PS5 or something, go out buy PS5, It really just depends on what you're interested in. I know every kid has been saying that, back in 2020, everyone wanted PS5 for Christmas. But if you are not interested in any of the games on PS5, then just don't even bother getting it if you're never gonna use it. That's just how it is, If you really want a gaming console, then look at, what you're interested in. What games are you interested in? Stuff like that. So, overall, I'm probably not going to buy a Switch 2. At least for a while. I'm probably going to get a new Xbox instead. But, if they announce, maybe, maybe if they announce some other cool games, if they announce a Mario Maker and, a new 3D Mario, soon, then maybe, but I don't think I am gonna get a Switch 2. I just don't think it's worth it, even for Christmas. If I get it for Christmas and stuff, and I'll still be, excited, but I would probably rather have a new Xbox instead. Just be careful of what you spent money on. If you're not if you you just gotta be careful of what you spent money on. If you really don't want to Switch 2 right now, then just don't even bother getting it. But that's my message. So, overall, very disappointing Direct. Not only were the games underwhelming, but also the prices are really ridiculous. And I honestly don't really want to talk about Nintendo prices unless if they really get out of control. If they're starting to charge $120 for games or something like that, then I'll be back to talk about the prices. But overall, disappointing Direct, overpricing. That's going to do it for today's video. So, just be careful what you spend your money on. And, if you're not interested in, games coming out for a Nintendo Switch 2, just don't buy it. It's not going to be worth your time. And, if you really want another gaming console, like, I've been really going on PS4 lately. I've been really playing a lot of games on those and stuff, so, yeah. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. And, I'll see you all next time. So, bye! Shax, what are you doing? I don't know. Okay. What did you say about Chucky? What do you mean? You said that his shoes were nasty, and he's been looking up for those for years. Yeah, that was disrespectful, and now you're going to get a beating from Tiffany. What? Why? I was just saying that, you know, you should not be wearing shoes that have been under your bed for years. Well, these are my shoes. You're so Chucky, and Chucky is special. You're just a stum hockey mask from Kaneka. Kaneka? No, I said NECA. You don't know what NECA is? Yeah, I know what NECA is. You know, they make, like, stuff, like figures. They even sell these masks at Spirit Halloween. I went to Spirit Halloween yesterday. How many? I went to 2. I went to 2 around here. No, there was like one in a mall and stuff, and it was so much better. I'm not gonna tell you guys the name of the mall because I don't want to, you know, leak where I live. But yeah, no, I went to 2 Spirit Halloweens. The one in the mall was better than the other one was just all right. Now, can you please leave me, guys? Leave me, guys. Can you guys just leave me alone? I mean, look. Look, NECA, see? It says it back there on my mags. Can you guys just let me pass? Ow. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Idiot. He makes fun of my shoes. Yeah, rude. Are they gone? Oh, good. They're gone. You're getting a beating, bitch! No! Get away! You're getting a beating! No! Yeah! Oh. I'll get you next time! Well, the outro was way too long. Yeah, that was way too long of an outro.